Hello again. Somebody has managed to draw the British Air Force into becoming embroiled in the war with Iran, despite Prime Minister Keir Starmer announcing that this country would not be taking part and would in fact forbid the Americans from using air bases on our territory. This caused great annoyance to the Americans and the Israelis, who really wanted the United States Air Force to be able to use Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean and RAF Fairford in Gloucestershire. Now, everything has changed, and not only are we letting the Americans fly missions from England, we're also sending our own planes into action and firing down missiles and drones heading towards Israel. What happened to cause this miraculous change of heart? Well, there's no mystery about that. A drone struck Akrotiri, one of the British bases in Cyprus. These are sovereign bases, so that drone actually landed on British territory just as British as if it had hit England itself. In those circumstances, what else could Starmer do but order the RAF into action? This is a great win for Israel because it means that our planes are now flying missions over Jordan and shooting down stuff heading towards Israel, which is a great help to the Israelis. Of course, the assumption was that the drone which hit Cyprus had been launched from Iran, but the Ministry of Defense now says that this is not so. It wasn't from Iran at all. In the description to this video, I give a link to what the Ministry of Defence has to say on the subject. This is all very mysterious because there are only two possible participants in the war who could have fired that drone at Akrotiri. The first possibility is that Hezbollah in Lebanon attacked us. They are backed by Iran and certainly have drones which they can use. But why on earth should they wish to draw Britain into action against Iran? It makes no sense whatsoever. The other possibility is, of course, that Israel thought that this might be a crafty way of getting the RAF to come and lend a hand, defending them against drones coming from Iran. This is certainly what is now happening. We ask the old question which is always posed when looking at a crime and trying to work out who was responsible. Cui bono? Who benefits from this thing? Well, Iran and Hezbollah certainly do not benefit. They now have another air force flying missions to protect their enemies from harm. The only people who could possibly benefit are the Israelis, who now have another bunch of aircraft patrolling their skies for them, shooting down drones when they see them. I am, as I have made no secret at all about, a great supporter of Israel. But that does not mean that I have any illusions at all about just how ruthless they are in pursuit of their own interests. One remembers the USS Liberty in 1967, for example, an American ship attacked by the Israelis because they thought it might be gathering SIGINT, eavesdropping on their communications during the Six-Day War. I am inclined to think that Israel probably did fire that drone at the British base. The implications are so awful, though. Firing a drone like that at a military base owned by another country is an act of war. If it was the Israelis, then it was an incredibly foolish thing for them to do. On the other hand, it has achieved their purpose, and Britain is now mixed up in the war in a big way.